Hi, Steve. My name is Sean from Zucker Marketing. Eric, thanks for talking with him, by the way. And he promised you a website analysis. Here's that analysis. For one, there's a lot of white space. This is essentially wasted. It's not something that is drawing you into the site. This up here is scrolling so slowly. I have to sit and wait for it in order to read it. You have a lot of great things going on for you, though. I mean, this is a great logo, and I think that it also refers back to the fact that you're veteran owned. I like that in the About Us. You have a lot of custom photos, which is really great. The color scheme fits together nicely. The fonts are nice and big. But here, I'm going to show you what I think might be problematic in your website. Um, this is Tarpon Springs Roofers, a Google search, and these are all the Google results from that. And I'm going to go through that and describe a little bit about how Google works. Um, right at the very top here, you're going to find the sponsored results. That means these people have paid a fee to get their name up at the top. And the way that Google works advertising is that you pay for a certain number of inclusions a day. So, once that number of inclusions is gone, you don't show up on any search results again. So it's not necessarily the best place to be because this can change constantly, and it can, if a lot of people are searching on that particular day, then the person who's searching at the end of that day isn't going to see your results. The next is the businesses. Here we call this the map pack, of course, because they're attached to a map. And the way that they got onto this map pack is that they went to Google and filled out a Google business profile. Now, this is something you can do yourself if you haven't already. You just go to Google, go to the business profile section, and just start typing in all the information that you already know. You already know what year you opened. You already know where you're located. You know your address and your website, and there's going to be a bunch of your hours. They're going to ask a whole lot of questions about your business. Answer every single blank box that there is. If you're not sure what information should go in there, or even if it's a duplicate information from before, put something in every single box, because they're going to think that, well, and when I say that, the algorithm is going to determine that you are more serious if all of the boxes are filled in. So that's something you can do yourself. Now, after the map pack, you're going to go down here and you're going to see these are what we call the organic results. And Ari's Roofing is not only in the #1 spot, he's also in the #2 spot. And then you come to Angie's List, GAF Roofing, folks who provide the materials, and then others. So, and I don't see you in here. I don't know how far down you are, but as you probably can guess, you want to be near the top of this list in order for people to start clicking on you. And getting to the top of the list is not magic. It's not random. Google has a process that they use, and it's, again, an algorithm. But Google is a business like any others. They want their search results to be relative and germane to their customers, the people who are doing the searches. And so there's a couple things that they think about businesses that, may or may not be true, but certainly are, that's how the algorithm works. Now, this is Aries Roofing, the folks who ended up at the top. I'm going to take your website here, the front page. I'm going to copy and paste it into a word counter. You have 648 words on that page. Here we go to Aries. I'm going to copy and paste that into a word counter. They have 703. So just by the numbers, they're beating you. 648 to 703. Now, Google loves content, and part of the algorithm suggests that Google requires 1,500 words in order for it to consider you a legitimate, a trustworthy business, because they figure somebody that's going to put the time into putting that amount of words and content into their site is going to be more worthy, if you will, of being included in the search results. So, but like they want 1,500 words, not 648. So you're below that by, you need another two of these in order to get there. And it's a numbers game in a way. You know what? If you have 1,500, you're going to beat 703. But, if you have 1,500 and your next competitor has 1,502, then you're going to want 1503 or higher. So having more content is never a problem for Google. They think that it is something that indicates that you are a business that is worthwhile of being in the search results. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is, this is a tool that we use, and this is where I got a lot of my information from today. This is called Ahrefs. It's a tool that we use to analyze websites. Now, I'm going to tell you what these are in a moment. This is the strength of your website, this 0.03. This is the trustworthiness of your website, 6. The backlinks are 59, and I'll get into that in a moment too. And also keywords, 232. You can probably guess what that means. It means words that are related to roofing and roofers. And this is the traffic. You have had 2 hits from a Google search in the last month. So I'm going to show you by comparison to Airy. Now, their strength is 31 and their trustability is 19. Now, these are numbers out of 100. You can get these higher. You can get these much higher. The backlinks are 2.4 thousand. You had 59. The keywords are 1.9 thousand. You had 232. And you can see where this numbers game is going. Their traffic was 2,000 hits in the last month. So those hits are going to end up being new customers. More hits means more people are interested in seeing your business, and ultimately more traffic here means more money in your pocket. So now there's a couple ways of dealing with content. Content doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have all sorts of paragraphs describing your company. For instance, down here in this photo of the guys on the roof, I'm going to click on that. Now, if I save that image, it's going to tell me what the file name is called. And here, this picture is called 2902708. You get the idea. And as opposed to being called that, you can call it Best Roofer in Tarpon Springs. And there's a lot of other communities that you service. So each picture can have that other community listed in the picture, for instance. I'm going to cancel that. Now here, I'm going to show you what Ari's keywords are. These are the keywords that I were talking. They beat you in the keywords. So first of all, these are actual searches that people who have searched for a roofer in your area are typing in to actually find a roofer. Roofing services, Clearwater Roofing, residential roofing, residential roofing services. And so there's going to be roofing and roofers and roof and all sorts of permutations of that. It's going to have all of the various communities that they serve. So, and these are not just key words, they're key phrases. So you want Roofers St. Petersburg to be something that when somebody types that in, it will recognize that your website is one of the ones that has that key phrase. Clearwater Roofing Companies, roofers in St. Petersburg. So as you can see, there's a lot of different permutations. You can have something about gutters up there. So if somebody types in gutters, new gutters for roofs, that will be something that will come up for you because people want, obviously, gutters when they get a new roof. So getting more of these keywords and key phrases is going to bring you from the 232 to 1.9 thousand. No, on this you can see it's actually a little bit more. It's 2.2 257,000. So you want to get some more of those phrases in. Again, all stuff you can do. You can get key phrases. Just sit down and think about all the phrases that are used. Every single, like roofing company, roofing companies, roofer companies, roofer companies. All of those little changes do matter. Now, I'm going to go to the backlinks area, which I showed you before. You have 59. They have 2.4K. Now, backlinks are kind of like a shout out from a different website. And again, these are just listings that people got onto by filling out the information that needed to be in those websites. For instance, here, expertise.com, yellowpages.com, superpages, This Old House. All of these folks have a referral back, and they're not all equal. This one is the highest rated at 90. This one is 85. So these ones are the more important ones. I'm going to guess that Angie's List is somewhere in here. And if you get back to the very last page, you're going to see that these are 0. That means that they are not important to be on at all. Now, we have the tools to see what all of these are. So it's easy for us to make that happen. You can do this yourself. You can advise, and change your website. I don't know how facile you are at that, but this is something you can do yourself. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. The information is easy, but it's time consuming. It's really time consuming. And my guess is that you want to spend more time roofing than you do dealing with your website or in its creation. So, there are many things you can do to make this website much better, and not necessarily the look or feel of it, but just to get it to the top of that Google search result. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.